I'm good. Okay.
Okay, so the Nintendo Direct happened, and there's maybe a lot to cover, and I'm gonna stream hand time after this, so we might as well just jump right in to the Nintendo Direct. I don't know about you.
Windows Explorer has stopped working. That's a lovely sign.
Internet Explorer?
Windows Explorer.
Ah, okay.
Give me a moment while everything dies. Hang on.
Well, I can't restart the recording now.
Well, you don't have to. I'm back.
Okay.
I'm good. Just have to restart it so it's good again. Alright, anyway.
So the Nintendo Direct started with Luigi's Mansion 3. Which
was a genuine surprise. I don't know how they keep this shit so secret.
Is that sarcasm I'm sensing?
No.
Oh, okay, because with the plunger and the new poltergust in the new Simon Belmont trailer,
I was looking at many other things in that trailer.
I kind of expected it. Because I'm like, is there like a plunger in Luigi's Mansion 2? I don't remember what the poltergust looks like in that game.
There isn't.
And there is not. So that's what that's all about.
It looks more by like the flashes of gameplay they showed. There's like 5 seconds total. I think it looks more like Luigi's Mansion 2.
Yeah, I mean,
which I'm about. I like 1 is a far better game. I feel it'll still be good, but I just wish it was more like 1.
The thing is, it has the visual style and the ghost designs of 2, but like
no, it also has like the specific camera angle and like room style layout of 2.
Yeah. I think what most people are looking for is it one mansion or not?
I think it'll be multiple again.
Yeah, I have to wonder because on the title screen drop thing, it shows one giant tower, but that could be one mansion, and
yeah.
all we ever see is a hotel aesthetic in the background throughout the entire trailer. So that could just be them showing one mansion, or it could be one of multiple and call it the hotel mansion or something. But yeah, I mean, there's really nothing to go on other than the fact that it exists and it's on the Switch, so at least I can play it. Thank God.
It'll look nice, and like it'll be a good game. I feel. I just kind of wish Nintendo would stop doing this thing of recycling, especially like, you know, essentially just the design document of 3DS games for their console ones. You know, like a lot of Luigi's Mansion 2's like room size, room style, camera angle, and all that was made to fit the 3DS's limitations. But the Switch doesn't have those. And it's also the thing of like, you know, Super Mario 3D Land on 3DS is great fucking fun and all that. It was rather tiresome to see that come back on fucking Wii U for the Mario game on Wii U.
Yeah.
It's just like, move on. Or like, go back to the better one.
Super Mario Sunshine, baby. Can't believe that worked. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'm excited for it or not. I haven't...
Like, I'll play it when I come back.
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
not about excited, but like that's a thing I will play. It's just certainly.
Oh yeah, also probably Scare Scraper might be coming back, which could be fun on Switch.
What's that?
That was the multiplayer mode in Luigi's Mansion 2. Ah, okay. Well, you're in for a new surprise. Did you play Luigi's Mansion 2?
Yep, beat it.
Okay, so probably just didn't see it. That's bullshit, by the way.
None of my, even my friends that own 3DSs don't play it very often. Most they've ever played on their 3DSs. Like, David played Bravely Default, and he loved that, and after that it was just like, well, Monster Hunter, and that's it. And I think Majora's Mask 3D.
Oh, it's clearly missing out. Fuck. So I guess that's Luigi's Mansion. I don't think there's anything else to talk about because they pretty much just showed.
They didn't. Yeah,
5
it was just
seconds
like
of
Luigi's
gameplay.
Mansion exists, and okay, show start.
At least they showed gameplay, like unlike
5 seconds of
other
it, but they showed
games,
it.
you know. Metroid Prime, where are you? I'm curious.
It's not gonna be around until next E3 at the
I
earliest.
know nothing about Metroid Prime, but I'm still just curious how a Metroid game looks on the Switch in general.
It will probably look a lot like Metroid Prime
Because
3.
it has like that future, metally sci-fi aesthetic a lot, which will look really
Yeah.
cool in HD.
Metroid has like a distinct flair to it. Like I can when you see like this futuristic sci-fi games, I can usually always pick out Metroids compared to the other ones. So it's a very distinctive way of how it like runs LEDs through things and stuff like that. There's like a very noticeable design to all of its stuff. The next leg of the show, if I remember right, was a very short 3DS showcase of like I think 2 games, 3.
Wrong. Wait. Oh, maybe you're right. No, you're wrong. Just like everyone else apparently. Anyways, next on the 3DS roster was Kirby's Epic Yarn 3DS, which
You said next, which is weird.
what?
What do you mean next?
After Luigi's Mansion
Okay.
was.
Cause the way you said it was like you just skipped over a 3DS game somehow. I was like, did I have a stroke? Or
No. I thought you were talking about like what are those things called? A something roll, where it just shows like they usually do with indie games. What are those called?
Oh, just a like sizzle.
Sizzle reel, not roll. Yeah, I don't know why they're called that. Because they're hot. The hottest.
They're cut for sizzle, which is a term referring to like making it look fancy and like special,
Spicy,
and attractive. Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
no.
stuff on a barbecue sizzles, and then you go like, that sounds juicy.
It's not that. It's Kirby's Epic Yarn 3DS, which I mean, no problem.
Nah.
Like Kirby's Epic Yarn is great. It was on the Wii, so a lot of people probably played it already. It's not like the whole Wii U, evacuate ship
Yeah.
thing. But it's been a while, and I mean, a game like that probably. I mean, honestly, the Wii version almost definitely looks better, obviously. But so you're probably just better off playing that. But a lot of kids probably have 3DSs and stuff, and probably missed out on it.
We're all playing Fortnite on the Switch now.
It can't really hurt, essentially. Is what I'm thinking. It probably doesn't take that much development time either.
No, probably it's like you just like have to down res it and then just make sure it runs on 3DS and then off you go. It's a fairly simplistic art style, so like you can basically port it to fucking anything.
That game is really fucking charming. I was watching speedruns of it recently, and oh my god, I forgot how charming that game is. So it makes me happy. Can you believe, like, sidetrack a little? I almost 100% that game, but I couldn't do one mission when I was like 12. One mission.
What was that?
It was like the shmup one in Dreamland.
Right.
There was some mission, because you know how you have those apartment friends and they have missions and shit.
Yeah, I didn't follow any of that.
It was one of those. That one mission is all that was between me and 100%. I won't buy the 3DS version to get 100%. Because I have the Wii version, I'm good. And the additions don't seem too interesting, honestly. So,
I mean, I like that there are at least additions. They put a bit more, like, put a bit of work into it at least.
and then after that was Browser's Inside Story and Browser Jr. game.
So here's my thing, and this kind of applies to Kirby as well. I don't mind the 3DS continuing to exist by itself. Like, that's fine. Like, people are always like, we're still making games for 3DS. I don't have a problem with games being made for the 3DS, because you occasionally get stuff like Ever Oasis, which I haven't played yet, but I want to, and that looks neat. But, like, if all you're going to do is constantly shit out, like, easy or half-assed ports, and, like, remasters or whatever the fuck for it, just kill it.
They can't
Just let it go.
kill it, Gavin.
Like, just genuinely let it go.
They
Like,
can't.
If that's all you're gonna do for it, like, it's really not worth it.
They can't kill it because Yokai Watch 3 isn't out yet, and they have to wait 3 years to release that for some reason. I mean, I was looking at the Bowser Jr. thing. Those side games don't really interest me, but the writing seemed kind of interesting. Like, the Koopalings are there, and he's just causing trouble and shit.
Big hair coats around interesting.
You know, I'm usually panned as being the negative one here. I'm just saying. But that's about it, really.
It was hilariously short as sections go. I remember when it actually that they said, okay, on the Switch games, I was kind of like, that's it?
That's not it though.
Well, what else was
You
it?
fucking asshole. We aren't even at the part yet. But there was something else too. The Luigi's Mansion remake on 3DS
Alright.
has 2-player, but the second player is just like
An untextured
an
Luigi.
untextured green Luigi. That's the best way to put it. I was gonna say like a pink gold peach, but green Luigi.
No, it's untextured.
It's just an untextured green
And
Luigi.
the reason it's untextured is because the 3DS can't fucking handle it. During that direct, there was a few times, especially in the 3DS section, where you could see the frame rate die.
Well,
Luigi's Mansion remake was like the biggest offender for that in 3DS, but like the frame rate, even the single player mode, it would just choke at points. It is struggling to run that game.
and it just doesn't look good in general for like they down-resed a GameCube game.
I mean, you know, it's marginally better than the time they downgraded the Wii game and tried to put Xenoblade Chronicles on the
Oh God.
Oh,
That was kind of like a special case where that for some reason they just stopped printing that game.
That was one of their boasted 5 new 3DS only games, but you know it sold alright in the first batch, and then they just never made the other 4
Yeah,
games.
they really didn't need to do that. Like the new 3DS was great on its own, you know.
But they felt they had to justify to get people to buy it because they're like, well, a lot of people don't buy it. And also, I think part of it was they were feeling the strain of like the original 3DS's processor. So like they were hoping to like go to big enough audience onto the new one, so they could make game development easier for themselves, more or less. Didn't really work out.
I mean, 2-player is interesting, I guess. I wonder how it works, but
I mean, by the look of it, you just both play Luigi's Mansion at the same time.
and then it's like the DS download play as the bosses.
That's the thing. I like it when they do stuff like that.
DS download play is great. The last time I did it was like still like years ago, but there was just a kid in the airport seeing me having my 3DS out, and it's like, hey, want to play Mario Kart DS? And I'm like, yeah, I don't really have it, but then we did download play and it just worked.
It's a really good feature. It's that thing of like, hey, easiest way to like sell people on games is let them play it. And if someone's already bought it, you let someone else play it through them. And what do you know? 2 sales now.
Yeah. That's about it for Luigi's Mansion. And yep, that's it for 3DS games. That's it. No, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it, you fucking assholes. That is not it. That was not the end of the 3DS games. Oh!
Why are you getting that? What else was there?
The fucking Yokai Watch Busters.
No one cares.
I literally have a friend who didn't even know they ported it until that thing. So ported, localized, whatever. You know, all Nintendo does is port now anyway. You can't blame me. That was Wave 3. But yeah, if you're like, there are like Twitter accounts that tweet like everything that goes on in these like shows. Like 2 of them that I follow didn't tweet about the Moon Rabbit Crew update at all. I'm like, wow. As if the people posting Resident Sleeper in Twitch chat wasn't enough. Being an asshole. At least some people in like the chat I was in were like interested, I guess. They're like, this looks interesting. So that's all I can ever ask for. But yeah. While we're on Yokai Watch Blasters, I do want to make some follow-up here. Because
you're going to promote your weird theory that, it's not actually
how can it be a weird
Shut up
theory?
and move on.
Gavin is just really stubborn.
We have it tangibly proven. Like, we had that fucking bit from that one commercial saying playing with people in the same region. We tried the test. We couldn't see each other. It's region locked.
Gavin's just like, he was angry at the game before.
Just didn't apply it to Asian regions. Oh well.
And now he's just going to stick to being angry at it. But me, I want this to work. So I go on the internet just to make sure. Because, you know, then we hear things about... Well, actually, I was looking for codes. And then I saw a thing that said, you know, America and Europe can connect with Korean players. I'm like, that's weird. And then I scroll down and I see, you know, American and European players can connect with Australian players. I'm like, that's weird. So then I like just look up Europe just to make sure. And there's some people that are like, yeah, I can, like, on that thread that said, you know, it can't happen. There were 2 people that said, no, I can play with my friends in Europe, just not with randoms, which is kind of like how Splatoon works in a way. I'm like, that makes more sense. But, you know, there was that one time Gavin and I tried. It didn't work. And then, you know, so I asked, like, straight up, I'm like, okay, because, you know, my friend in the UK and I tried it and it didn't work. What is the verdict here? So then one person replied, also claiming that they have played with their friend in America when they're in Europe. So I think we might be doing something wrong somehow.
No, I think they're lying because they want to defend the game from being slaughtered for being a piece of shit.
There's like no reason to lie. 3 people to lie
there
about
is
that.
every reason. Yeah, there is. Welcome to the like mad console fanboys, mate. They do this shit all the time.
So basically, you can hear Gavin right now. This is why I am reluctant to ask him to try again, because he will yell at me and spit in my mouth. So if you're from Europe and you have Yokai Watch blasters, I would like to test it just to make sure, because it's too weird.
We tested it. It doesn't work.
He won't test it again, you see. So
I like how you'll completely refuse, like, literally things you have personally directly witnessed, because someone on, like, with online with no proof said, actually, no, it does work. I know because my uncle from Nintendo said
it doesn't add up.
It does add up.
It does not add up.
People lie all the time.
I'm bad at math.
Congrats.
But even I know that this doesn't add up. So hopefully this mystery gets solved by next time. We have conclusive evidence about this.
We have the evidence. It's that it's region locked.
My friend who didn't know that it existed might be buying it, and he lives in Europe. Maybe I can ask him. But yeah. So that's it for the 3DS, I think. Yeah, that's it for the 3DS. You know, just a little peeved about that.
I don't know why.
And that Moon Rabbit crew update's coming like the end of September, which is interesting. So hopefully it works, and then that update actually means something.
Anyway, on to the rest of the Direct. The next game they opened up with was Splatoon 2, which is getting its version 4.0 update.
They had this anime opening trailer, which was great. And they even had that thing at the end, which is reminiscent of anime. It's so fucking funny. I love it.
What was that was the death ball shot, wasn't it?
No, like the Jeff Onzelo's in the like kind of hot tub or whatever at the very end.
Oh right, yeah, that was like here are our sponsors.
Yeah, exactly. This is great. But they didn't fucking tell us anything. Like, it's like one of those where
they show plenty.
But they didn't
new level,
fucking...
There's new subs.
There's so much...
New specials.
Yeah, there's so much, like, side stuff that they revealed after the fact on, like, their Tumblr or whatever.
I mean, I knew half of this just from watching the trailer. They showed it all very distinctly. Like, hey, that's a new grenade. Hey, that's a giant hammer. Hey, that's a new level. Hey,
Okay,
that's 100x
okay, you're getting... Well, see, but we don't even know what that is.
We don't know what that one is.
Like, not even the Tumblr mentions anything about what that fucking thing is.
Because they haven't explained it yet. It's some Splatfest thing, we know that much.
Well, I looked into it, so... Notes. There's a shit ton of notes. Yeah, there's the new temple map, which actually looks aesthetically pleasing. Actually...
Fun fact, that is apparently the final level to be released in the game.
Kevin, I was getting to... But yeah, in October. That's the final new level. Splatoon 2's dying, guys. This is it.
Splatoon 3 must be like in the pipeline. On Ben.
That sounds stupid. Just gonna make the same game again.
I mean, yeah,
fucking
they are.
idiots.
But you'll fucking buy it, won't you?
Depends. Do I have to pay for Nintendo Switch Online?
Yes.
But
That goes away saying nah.
the temple level kind of reminds me of Overwatch. They have that one temple level. Remind me of that.
It looks like a very big map. It has bounce pads and all that.
I didn't know if that was like shitty station, like a shitty station stage or what, or if that was like single player, everyone was like that when they saw that.
Yeah, everyone was like that.
Because it has the same like aesthetic as a single player stage.
I imagine it has things like fun spells.
Oh, Merd. Okay, hold on. Here we go. I don't know where you are.
By the
I
basket.
was gonna say, for all I know, you're probably like right behind me.
I wasn't right behind you. You couldn't have got me because there was a snake in
Right,
there.
there was a snake with everyone in the way, honestly. Oh, it's wave 3. Yeah, let's get this party started here. I suck.
I'm instantly dead again because missiles.
Oh, shit. Well, I'm out of my hyper, so...
I have bomb rush.
That could be useful.
Not
You just spam it, shoot, spam it a bit more when you aren't shooting.
spam it, and then the time runs out before any of the grenades go off.
Yeah, I think there's like the shake weapon.
Yeah, it's some sort of grenade. I guess you shake the controller to make it bigger.
Please no! Please no! Please, Splatoon this.
That or you mash a button and to build it up.
Oh no, Kevin! They're gonna make you shake it. Also, we never mentioned their fucking flippers since the new Salmon Run thing.
Don't think.
But this is the funniest one yet. I really like this one. Like, people actually use this. They'll clip through the ground and walls and everything. It's great. But yeah, and then there's the big hammer looking special thing.
That looks rad.
Probably based on something. You know, we only saw like, I think 0.8 seconds of it. The spirit bomb, I guess, is a hyper.
No, that's Frieza's death ball. It's not the spirit bomb. Me and David saw that, and at the exact same time we wrote, "That's Frieza's death ball." It's the exact same pose. It's fucking pink. It's everything. It's just straight up Frieza's death ball.
Oh, but it's not a spirit bomb, Chris. You
No,
ignorant idiot.
Spirit bomb was a big blue thing you charge by posing with your hands.
Either way, I don't think that's probably not
the power of the people of
That's
Earth.
probably just. It has to be like a flare, right? It just looks like kind of like Splashdown, but worse because
I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be Splashdown or Ink Strike.
yeah, people can just shoot you out of the sky even more now.
And if that's the case, I'm gonna use it. I didn't even give a shit if it was like it was technically better thing. I will use it. I will just
won't.
fucking yes it will.
Yeah, I know you. You'll complain about it.
No, I'll use that. I'll probably complain at other people using it on me, but I will still use it myself.
I don't know, I'm like 50-50 on that.
50-50 on anything that isn't sound.
No. I mean, of it being an actual thing or just an aesthetic thing because of their anime opening.
It's pretty clearly a new super.
I don't know. It just looks really
I
bad.
don't know why you choose to be weirdly contrarian.
Because it looks
on,
really
like, the
bad.
weirdest
Unless you're
points.
invincible when you're charging it.
It looks like you jump like fucking sky high. Like I'm pretty sure the only thing that's gonna hit you is like a long range
He
weapon.
was on top of the Black Belly skate park tower.
He was also covered like in like ink shit, so maybe you are invincible.
Maybe you have ink armor? I don't know.
Probably.
It's interesting. But they're adding new specials.
Either
this
way,
way.
it looks fucking rad.
It's kind of weird, actually. I kind of trust their balance this time around because they
Yeah, it
actually
is
care.
weirdly late in the game to add like new super.
But yeah, it's been like 2 years, and now they're suddenly adding like 2 or 3
I've
or
forgotten
more
no
new
eggs in this
supers.
entire time because I've been shooting.
Oh, poor Gavin. What is he ever going to do? What else? There was like so much shit. The black weapons, which are just reskins with new kits.
I like the look of them. The aesthetic's nice.
They look okay. Wait. No! Fuck! Wait, okay, good. Thank you. How do I booyah? Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, no! Alright. But yeah, what did I just say? Alright. Yeah, we kind of thought, or I kind of thought, I was like, I think they might be making weapon skins. But, you know, that's not the case. They have new kits.
I mean, they've always technically done that to just give it new equipment.
I don't know, I guess. But these look like they were highlighting them a lot. They had unique looking squid
It's because
kits.
it's part of the new aesthetic of black, white, and red.
Yeah, I don't know. They never really, you know, what's the word? They never really emphasized that before, so I was wondering.
No, but like they're getting more and more comfortable with their aesthetic of being about like fashion and looks and all that shit and style. Mark my words, the next Splatoon will have like fucking Devil May Cry style like ranking grades for its single player levels.
I'm hopeful for weapon skins though.
Why?
Because we've established.
So you can spend more money on loot boxes.
Well, no, I was getting to that, but we've established before that I like personalizing my characters and stuff, and weapons are just another thing from that.
I would prefer weapons to have that's like a set defined aesthetic.
I hate this. I hate this. Also, imagine if they did what TF2 did years ago and made the perfect
Ruined the
weapon
game
skin by just putting Christmas lights around weapons. That's my favorite. Absolute festive weapons are my absolute favorite. I love those things. But yeah, that was like, well, if there are weapon skins, I'm like, Gavin, think about it. Splat boxes. You put the weapon skin in splat boxes. It's genius. You know, Animal Crossing.
I actually have a news story related to that that looks like why they won't do it.
Are you gonna? I mean, we can briefly touch.
We're gonna talk about
EA.
EA later.
I mean, okay, I don't think we'll get to it this time, maybe, but
I think we will, unless you just deliberately choose not
pocket. To. No. We have like a million things to talk about, and we're only on Splatoon 2. We have just barely gotten out of the 3DS games.
I want to talk about that doing back, and then you'll shut me up so you can talk.
And that's not true because I've already told you that I'm interested, and I wrote it down.
I'm being a shitter. Yes, I know. It's the joke. Welcome.
No. But anyway, if they didn't say that one thing, I probably would.
Continue.
So you know,
we'll get to it when we get there.
Your comment is based in truth, but yeah. What else is in Splatoon 2? Clout's a new thing now for Splatfest. Splatfest are being revamped. Fucking finally. Took them too long. Like they don't need to wait for a big version update to change how Splatfests fucking work.
I mean, they
can't.
They want to yeah, they can.
But
like they can make that like one of their central focuses of a big update. It's just why would it be the last?
Yeah,
one?
exactly. But like what?
Like that should have been like the last one, like the previous one. Or whatever.
Do you know what Clout is?
No.
Clout is basically your end of the game score, and then like so you know you get the extra 1,000 for winning, and then the amount you inked. It's basically just the turf wars.
It gets added to your shit.
And then they just keep adding that up. So you know, if you scored like 1,500 one game and 1,500 another game.
I mean that's good because that means if I get like in a shit where like I have like a 1,200 point score on a team of people with like 600.
Yeah.
Then it means, hey, I've done something at least.
And then it'll pair you with people who have similar clout with you, I think. Mm-hmm. I don't know how that works because it's kind of like Mario Tennis Aces where it just...
It's probably like an average of like, if you consistently like top score or consistently get like 1,000 points, you probably get this paired of people who have like an average of 1,000 points per round.
And it's probably a hidden MMR thing.
Something like that, yeah.
What else? So yeah, now... oh, wait, yeah. Oh, God, did I write down what the fuck pro... Oh, you know what? I think the thing was I didn't know what the fuck... They're now normal and pro games. And I don't know what the fuck the difference is because they don't explain it.
Missed that bit, though. I guess we'll find
it was on the blog. It was on... There were like three separate sites you had to go onto to get all this information. A ton of tabs open. This is what I mean. Why not just fucking have it all in one place?
Yeah.
But yeah, so Splatfests are now popularity still, and then you have normal clout and pro clout.
I guess pro clout is gonna be like if you get to like if you maintain a certain amount of points or get to like a certain ranking or get a certain amount of clout overall, like you upgrade to pro tier and then you start doing like your points like start getting counted as pro points, and I guess they might be worth more in weighting or whatever.
Probably. I don't fucking know. They probably did explain it. I just couldn't comprehend it. Whatever. But
I didn't see the thing, so I'm just guessing.
Well, the thing about pro is that that's where the 10 times and 100 times things come in. Now, granted,
so the 100 times thing might just be a point modifier.
Maybe. Like, we don't fucking know what this is. It's basically, all we know is that they come up randomly in pro games, which we don't even know what those are. And then
Sounds like a point mod.
so 10 is like kind of uncommon, and then they specified that 100 is like really rare. And something about like if you win a 10 or 100 point game, you'll be featured on screens around Inkopolis or something. Your team will. I don't know.
I guess it must be considered like, let's say probably like if you get put against like another extremely high ranking team and you win, you get the chops for it.
I have no idea. But there's actually the biggest change to Splatfest that's huge and that they should have done in the first game. You can now play with any amount of friends on a Splatfest team.
Fucking finally.
They featured that in the trailer, and I didn't really comprehend it, but then I read it later, and I'm like, oh my god. Like, I have it in all caps.
Hey Chris, we can play Splatfest.
We can finally play Splatfest without having to find 2 other people. Like, Jesus Christ. It's terrible. But finally, in the last update, they have done it. It's just
fucking hell. I don't know why they didn't have that as basic. Well, I know why, 'cause it's Nintendo.
Of course.
Like they just have to do everything ass backwards first. When it comes to online, at least.
Yeah, like so many good things coming in this update already. Is that it? Yeah, it said team names. Did you see like the team name?
I didn't know, but that's rad.
It's like based on like your species, your like clothes, your
it just makes one up.
Your weapons, like you know how in like Mario Party 6 or something, you could team 2 players up and then it would make a name for them.
I didn't. But
so like if you have Waluigi and Daisy, the team name is like Disastrous Pair, stuff like that. I forget what the team names were. I should have written them down. There was one team of like all boys, and it's like something akin to like the Dude Squad or something. And then it was like a team with like 2 short range and 2 long range, and it's like, you know, the long-sighted, short-sighted somethings or whatever.
Should have called it Biggie Smalls.
Yeah, that, like I don't know how many names they're coming up with and how that algorithm works, but if it is as deep as I'm hoping, that is great. I love that.
That's yeah, that is a nice wee touch. I
hope that's in just every game, you know.
Yeah.
Not just Splatfests or whatever.
Imagine. I hope you can see opponents' ones. So you can just see whatever mess your opponents are.
Like if it's a team of NZAPs, it's probably like, you know, the classics or something. The Duck Hunters. I'm really excited for that. That's like an unsung part of the direct, I think. But yeah, we've already established this is just like kind of last final things. The new temple stage is the last one that's coming out in October.
Weapon stock coming out in December.
Yep, no new weapons after December, and then the last Splatfest is in July of next year.
That tells me that Splatoon 3 mustn't be far off. Like, maybe not next year, but maybe 2020, there'll probably be Splatoon 3 kicking about.
And then
I'm thinking like that can't be far off.
And then glasses won't be in that game. Yeah, that's all the Splatoon 2 news I could find.
Yeah, that sounds about all of it.
You know, whatever. So it's exciting. I'm really excited for the Splatfest things, especially now that I have my gear and I'm actually kind of like willing to do Turf Wars. Nowadays it's just been kind of busy, and I feel like playing Overwatch and getting into that is kind of more important. So that's why we've been doing that. But yeah, I think that's it for Splatoon.
Yeah.
After that, Mega Man 11 was shown.
Streaming that tomorrow.
Did you watch?
Like I didn't watch, but I heard him say something about Bounce Man or whatever.
Okay, you already knew that one. Did you close your eyes?
No, I just took the tab away.
Right.
Just going to a different tab.
Okay.
I was like, alright, just sitting.
Well, Bounce Man stage looks fucking great. I love that hero, villain. Man, what do they call? Robot Master. That's it.
Robot Master.
The man.
Man. Dr. Wily, his evil man.
What are those things called? Like all the writing styles, the like man versus machine.
Man versus self, man versus
Yeah,
nature.
exactly. But yeah, I'm really excited for Bounce Man especially. But did you notice that the logo for the demo on Switch shows all the revealed Robot Masters so far?
Well, I'm not doing it on Switch, so.
I feel is the icon not the same?
I mean, if it is, I didn't actually pay attention to it. I just went in, got it off the PSN, and it's just didn't. I was like, alright, sick, done.
Okay, you might want to avert your eyes for that. Because let's see, I could probably. Yep, there they are. Yeah, there are like 5, 6 of them on there.
Oh boy.
And then Mega Man's there, so
Oh come on.
just cross your eyes, and then all you'll see is colors. All right, Mario Tennis Aces is getting its update that we already kind of knew about, because we knew about Beardo, we knew about Shy Guy, we knew about Paracoopa. We didn't know about PD Piranha though. We kind of did, but we didn't really. So everyone loves PD Piranha, and PD Piranha doesn't use a racket, which is great. I love that. And I like power characters in that game anyway, so it's perfect. And also, there's like a new kind of co-op missions or whatever, which look kind of interesting.
Yeah, something like that.
And you get hats. You can get hats now. Very important.
And recolors and shit like
Like
that.
you change shop in a tennis hat. Which I kind of anticipated because that Mario outfit, like there's no way they just made that functionality just so you could play as classic Mario. There have to be more outfits.
You don't make something like that and just not use it.
Which makes me hopeful for, custom or normal Wario, where he's round and not lumpy, please. And
Probably Wario.
God, please no. I love WarioWare. It's just I like normal Wario more. A lot more. Whatever. I don't like that as the initial take of Wario, like Smash did. Like it's so stupid.
It was to further distinguish him from Mario.
Oh man, they sure fooled me. But yeah. The co-op mode makes me wonder if they're like kind of revamping the online too. We can only hope, because that game's online lobbies and shit are actually pitiable, unfortunately.
I mean, hey, Nintendo online games.
Yeah, but like the online is like the only thing it has going for it. You know? Like that's why you're playing the game, kind of like Splatoon. Before Octo expansion. So hopefully that's the thing. And otherwise, not too interesting. I really hope they fix the games online though. That would give it a second breath.
Oh, for a first breath of you, really.
Not true. I have tried it.
You play it much, did
I
you?
watched Luke play it a lot, so.
Watching isn't.
I think it's fair.
I don't think it.
I think it's fair. I like the game, so. I would say I like the game even though I'm bad at it.
Say that like you have to be good at the game to like it.
A game like that, you do. Is losing fun, Gavin? No.
Depends on the
Is
game.
getting stomped fun by someone who exclusively uses trick shots? No. I want to be that guy. I want to have that fun. So I think it's fair. Squeaky Steel or not. After that was this Cap beat 'em up. No. Not yet.
Pretty sure that was.
No. Next was Capcom.
In the European stream, that was next.
Well, we're going American, baby.
So the Capcom thing didn't come until like 10 minutes later.
Well, in America, they figured that Americans like beating people up in the streets more than some baby game about rolling shit around. So, yeah, we got Capcom beat 'em ups, which I mean, why not?
I mean, like 7 of them in like a bundle like that is actually like a pretty good deal, especially since some of them like Captain Commando have usually not been like added to re-release collections and shit for whatever reason. So
yeah, how like
fair
2
play.
of them are like basically like unreleased or something.
Yeah, Captain Commando is like one like that, which is nice. Like that's neat. It seems like a good day.
And they're beat 'em ups, so like they're guaranteed to be good.
Yeah.
Beat 'em ups is like probably the best video game genre.
I mean, Capcom were actually like pretty good at them, or were when they actually made them.
They pioneered it almost, right?
I think the Pioneer was closer to Sega, but Capcom were still like pretty good at it.
I think the pioneering was actually closer to the Behemoth.
All right.
Castle Crashers. That's a good game. But yeah, not much else to say on that one, I guess. Are you gonna buy it?
Probably.
I probably won't, but you know, it's good. It's good to have. Then after that is everyone's favorite, New Super Mario Bros. U is getting a deluxe version. You know, the one everyone dislikes the most, except for one person.
Who's one person?
Steve Gaming. He released a video today about like beating the game without collecting a single coin. It's a good video. But yeah, I mean, like once again, it's probably not a bad game. It's just
it's not a bad game. It's just
even years
like,
later,
incredibly soulless. It's like, like this is like the whole. No, it is soulless. I played the damn.
Never use that word.
No, always use that word when it's fucking applied. I know you're really upset about it because people said apply it to Paper Mario, but it still fucking applies here because this is soulless.
It has fun ideas and shit.
No, well here's the thing. The fun ideas it has were done to death 3 games ago in that very series. That's like why it's soulless. It's literally all recycled. Even chunks of levels, like wholesale, are from other games in that series. New Super Mario Bros. U reused parts from New Super Mario Bros. 1, 2, and fucking Wii. People have caught it. They've seen more like the levels exactly line up at points. Like it's the exact same shit. It is soulless. It's like literally just a product shit out just to fill time and like get seals.
Well, we can say that this direct, or this specific edition of it is soulless, or at least one character in it is. This news would completely go by with no one really caring, just being like, oh, that's nice or whatever. But then they revealed one thing. One thing
something fucked up and weird.
Very not correct. And that is the fact that Yellow Toad made it in instead of Blue Toad. What the fuck? Can we go over that though? Yellow? Why yellow? Everyone likes the Blue Toad more. This isn't even just me being like, I hate yellow. Everyone likes the Blue Toad more, but whatever. Wasn't Yellow Toad player 4 too?
I wasn't aware people had preferences on this level, and that scares and frightens me.
Gavin, well, did you see that tweet I retweeted? I forget the name of it. Like, something Berry. I don't know. People have a name for him. It's funny. But no. Okay, you can play as Toadette, and then you get a power-up that turns her into a Princess Peach. Peachette is her name, which, Nintendo was never good at naming these things. So it doesn't really surprise anyone. And then, of course, everyone's like, what's the lore implication of this? Is Princess Peach actually a toad? Was she a toad?
It's fucked up and weird. Why does Toadette turn into an exact clone of Peach but smaller whenever she eats a mushroom?
It would make sense because she's the princess of all the toads, yet she's human. In the past, her name was Princess Toadstool, implying that she was or is of a mushroom,
what am I doing?
Variety. So I don't think that this is Nintendo's intent at all, but it's a fun theory, I guess. It's just like
I'm pretty sure it's just Miyamoto going like, what would fuck people up the most?
I actually think it's like, well, we want playable Peach because Peach was playable in Mario Bros. 2, but she's kidnapped by Bowser. So instead of writing something about this, we'll just put Toadette in and then just give a power-up that basically just turns her into Peach. That, so she's still kidnapped.
Let's be honest, that's most likely it. It's like, we'd have to like redo cutscenes.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is like, it's all in engine shit, so it's literally just like applying animations to the rigs you already have. They're just like, that's a bit too much effort.
Like just have Bowser steal Toadette or something. Like, Mario would go on a whole adventure for Toadette too.
Just have him just like steal stars, like in this, regular ass stars. Anything.
Besides, like, everyone loves playing as Princess Peach. Like, whenever she has a playable role, it's like, fucking yeah. What a rare opportunity.
Because it's nice to see her do things, and like
Fuck!
a lot of times her animations are fucking funny.
Also,
Like,
in
New Super Mario World, not known, like Mario 3D
right.
World, uh, like a lot of her animations now are just fucking funny.
Also, in like Mario and Rabbids, she has a gun. It's like, fuck yeah. Unfortunately, she's outclassed by Rabbid Peach, I think. So,
Well, that's a given because we're massive furries here at Ubisoft.
yeah,
Sick.
it's just so like her eyes are gray and soulless, like. And the thing is, it's not like because Super Mario Broth made a post right after that was like it might be a reference to how in Mario 64 3DS if like Yoshi wore Mario's cap he would turn into Mario, but that thing looks nothing like Princess Peach's crown. It has circles on the points. It doesn't have the gems in it, and of course it has the mushroom in the middle. So very very interesting. Very stupid. Peachette I think is worse than like Pink Gold Peach maybe. What the fuck were they thinking? Unless they take this somewhere. If they take this somewhere and do,
They're not gonna.
I know. But if they do, then I will allow it. But for now, I'm like throughout the whole direct, I'm like driving back the desire to tweet. I'm still tilted about Peachette.
You should have just done that periodically throughout the
Because it bothered me in my brain. I couldn't let it go for some reason. It's just like, what the fuck is Nintendo doing? Why would they do it like that? That's the only like significance that game had, and then it just wouldn't leave my mind. So I guess
maybe that's the point.
I know maybe it's just a unique marketing scheme or something.
Yeah, like I'm thinking of it. Maybe that's the point. To like make people actually give a shit about this is like put in something that's like fucking weird.
Because if it was just Peach, like okay, well you know it's cool, but we've done that before. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be like, oh, that's Peach, that's nice, whatever.
It wouldn't create a spark.
But now people have something to talk about because what the fuck?
That's oh man, we got played, but I mean, how can you not talk about it? So you know, Luigi's shit, Nabbit, baby mode shit. Who cares? Still, like, can we change to Blue Toad though?
Just shuffle on.
Oh, if there's only one Toad.
Next game.
If there's only one Toad, can we just change the Toad colors?
Like you're telling me, oh, we have literally no time for your
I know,
shit.
but what is that? It's my shit too, buddy. Oh wait, no, you're talking. Well, that's also my shit. I had that written down too. So.
Move on.
Hey Biggs, we're talking the direct, going down the entire list. I start talking about Toads, and then Gavin gets tilted.
It's that, and also we've been on this fucking trash game for too long. Like no one cares.
It's not about the game, it's about.
It's like, hurry up.
The one power up. After that.
Hello, Biggs.
Now we have Katamari. Everyone loves this game. I have never played it. I have never even really watched it.
I played it. It's fucking fun.
So this is my chance to play it. So I'm happy that it exists.
I love the title. It's Katamari Damacy Reroll because it's a remaster.
Yeah, kind of reminds me. It kind of reminds me of Gotchas though.
Oh, that's just you being.
Brings back dark pasts, but brings back dark pasts in Splatoon 1, especially. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't. It's just like a port. It's not a remaster, is it?
No, it is a remaster because the original game was PS2.
Okay, I'm just saying it didn't really look remastered to me.
I mean, it was a very simplistic PS2 game. They could only make like basic textures look really fancy so much.
Oh wait,
that's
I'm a dumbass. I
point.
mixed up remake and remaster again, I think.
Yeah, remaster is just you upright, like you just make it all like the resolution, and like you make the textures just like less ass. Whereas a remake is you redo the whole game like fresh.
Well, regardless, it doesn't matter because that's all we would have had anyway. But imagine it remastered, whatever the word is. It'd be interesting. Rerolled.
Yeah, no, like I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna buy it.
It's like December, I think, winter, whatever.
Yeah, winter 2018, which is, I guess, either November or December. They haven't decided.
Yeah, not far off. 2-3 months. If you can believe we're that close to the end of 2018.
I can.
Yeah, lots of people are happy about that. The funny thing is, like, forget who makes that game.
Namco Bandai.
Is there like a specific producer or something?
There is, but I don't think he's at the company anymore.
There was something like they had a redraw. Like they had the dude, the god dude. I don't know who he is, but
The king of all cosmos.
yeah, they had like a redraw of him, and one of my friends who really loves that series noticed it, that it was different from all of his other appearances. So in a way, he kind of like cracked the code that there's something new.
I didn't notice.
There's some new
curious.
Katamari Damacy coming, and it's like, please don't be a mobile game, and it wasn't. Also, oh yeah, the motion controls.
I mean, that's just the.
I'm kind of interested in those. So I try them out.
Yeah, because it's fitting considering.
Also, the Katamari Damacy news was actually leaked 15 minutes before the direct. I don't know if anyone else like saw it since it was so close. It was just so close. Like everyone was already with all their streams up, ready to watch it. You know, people were getting their popcorn when this dropped. I'm like, oh, well, that explains that then. But yeah, I would look at the next thing, but I have to.
In the European direct, it was like the New Super Mario Bros. And Katamari were flipped around in order.
It's so weird. Why? Oh wait.
I also noticed that European direct, as usual, had the Japanese staff just speaking normally with subtitles, whereas the American one was.
We had the dude. We had the bro. You know what the directs also had?
What?
Fuck off!
What?
That fucking transition music.
Oh.
Between the announcers, like, I hate it! I hate it!
I don't mind. Sometimes it contrasts like hilariously, like when they're like doing the,
don't worry, we'll get to that.
intro speech to Diablo.
We'll get to that. Yeah. Actually, maybe that might be next. Oh, great, the best part. Kind of shoehorned in the middle for some reason. The Nintendo Online.
Yeah, that didn't happen until way later in the European direct.
Yeah, we got it right in the middle, basically, of all the Switch games.
I feel like we should probably section it off until we do all the games.
Nope. We're doing it how Nintendo did it, bitch. I mean, really, there's not much to talk about, because all they did...
That's completely wrong, because I have plenty to say on it.
I mean, the Mario animations were really nice. That was the only good part of it.
No, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, Gavin, we all know that you're a joyless cunt, I believe is the term. Like when the Thwomp killed Luigi's fucking Switch, that was great. But yeah, it's just like, it was all the stuff that we already knew. There were some new games that were kind of interesting, I guess, but like new NES games, by the way, not new, like, yeah, other games. And then the only new thing was like, we have a special announcement or something. But we aren't going to say that yet. But we have to buy the thing in a week, in less than a week. Why would you hold off on that?
Because they're fucking idiots.
It's like they literally just repeated the same shit that made us all unconvinced, and then nothing else.
Anyway, I actually like spent time like studying the footage of the NES library thing.
Oh, so you have the whole list.
Not the whole list, but I have like chunks of it. But that wasn't what interested me so much as the format and structure of it.
Oh, you mean like how you choose the games?
That, but also what that tells us.
What?
Namely, that the format of the NES library page suggests that there is a long selection of already like pre-selected games.
Oh, I see.
In other words, the design of it kind of implies, because the way it does like a reveal, reveals it like case by case, like in here's the game's case as a block. Next one appears like next to it, like building a wall or tower or whatever. And the thing about that is that kind of implies that they, at least to some extent, have this shit planned out. Like they have like this planned in some kind of order. And I'm willing to bet that the reason the Switch Online thing had been delayed for so long was because they were building that up.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest.
It wasn't so much like get their infrastructure shit, because they have no infrastructure. They were just trying to build up this shit and try and justify it. I do feel that like generally they're putting a better effort into this than they did.
I have nothing.
I got them both.
Okay. I wanted those Booyahs.
That was a hell of a shot of it.
I mean, for me, what that kind of said to me now that you mention it, the first thing I thought is, with how big they are on the screen, it kind of implies that there's not a lot.
See, this is one of the things I had written here when I was like, writing my pseudo essay points here. Was that the amount of worthwhile games on the NES? Even if we include those that are technically not good because they're like either dated or horribly limited by the hardware,
But they're classics.
they're important for historical context reasons and shit like that. If you want to be a massive nerd, like Final Fantasy 1,
right,
which is too limited to be all that entertaining or good, but is important because of what it is and what it's done for JRPGs and video games as a whole. Like, even if you count also that sort of shit, you have maybe 100 NES games, give or take 10 or 20. Like, overall. And this isn't even, this doesn't even factor in shit like, what do you do about licensing? Because, like, a lot of NES games are just fucking gone. Like, they're gone with the people who own them, who own the licenses and rights to them, just gone. Like, that's just in the void. So, there was a game on there called The Immortal, which was on a few systems, but I really liked that one because it was an interesting sort of adventure game. But, like, how do you find the rights for that? How do you get that one? That one's not going to be on there, that's just fucking gone. It's probably also too obscure to be within Nintendo's own purview, you know?
Well, is there a ROM of it anywhere?
There's ROMs of it, yeah, there's plenty of that.
Okay.
Like, it was a game, like, released on multiple platforms. Like, it was on the PCs the day, it was on the Mega Drive.
And I'm sure Nintendo has something for it.
The main thing is, like, you have to get, like, a rights holder to agree to that shit. And the thing is, who owns the rights to that?
I mean, they're Nintendo, honestly. Like, they could figure something out, I'm sure.
Probably. But, like, I feel like potentially this could actually be, like, better than either of the virtual consoles before it by quite a bit. Because they're having some level of savvy with it, and if they have, like, an actual sizable backlog planned out of decent titles, it will actually be kind of worth it.
Wow, I can't believe it.
But that's, a lot of ifs right there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I can't believe Gavin's saying something positive about this.
And, I mean, it was just because I saw the starting lineup, and sure there was, like, here's Super Mario Brothers, here's Mario Brothers, here's fucking Balloon Fight, and Ice Climbers, and goddamn Ice Hockey. But I also saw, like, River City Ransom, and, like, Ghosts and Goblins, and, like, shit like that in there, and, like, when they're showing the games that are coming out in the first 3 months, like, hey, like in December, here's Ninja Gaiden. I was like, oh shit.
Isn't it Gaiden?
Gaiden, whatever the fuck. I don't know, like, because in old adverts they said it both ways, and that's so fucked up.
Why would they do that?
Because no one cared about pronouncing things correctly back then. But yeah, that's Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden is like in December, and I saw shit like that, and I was like, oh.
I have no idea.
And River City Ransom is like, it's like one of the classic beat 'em ups. Like, that was like a really neat beat 'em up. Shit like that. It's like, hey, we've got actual variety in games. We've got, like, the worthwhile classics being lined up. Like, fucking Twinbee is like one of the early games. That's like an obscure Konami shoot 'em up that I actually adore. Like, there's a lot of limitations by focusing it on the NES, but I feel like that was off to an alright start. Certainly a better start than the Virtual Console got.
Wow.
Because it was actual worthwhile games.
Great aim, Chris.
There is another catch to it too, though. This is one that's kind of relevant, but, like, considering some of the major classics of the NES and all that, the question kind of is, like, are Capcom gonna let Mega Man's 1 to 6 be on that when they have their own beefy collections out that are worth more money to them personally?
Probably not. I mean, it's already on the Switch, isn't it?
Well, that's my point. Like, probably not. And then, we have to reflect on how many other publishers are going to prefer to just go their own route rather than, make their own collections and release it digitally or whatever, rather than pony up titles to Nintendo's fucking subscription. How much are Nintendo willing to give those, like, developers or publishers money to get the rights? And you hear rumors about, like, Konami are considering a Castlevania collection, and it's kind of like, well, does that mean Castlevania is not going to be in the NES library thing? You know, there's a lot of catches, there's a lot of issues, but it's off to an alright start, I think. Just, it has a lot of problems to face.
I think there's like one good thing about it. Like one thing that's something just very specific, like multiplayer Dr. Mario. The last time you could do that was the Dr. Mario WiiWare title on the Wii. That was it, and that was fun as fuck. I love that. I was really into Dr. Mario in the day.
I guess the question is, Chris, when is the balloon fight multiplayer?
Well, I was gonna say, like, I don't know why you keep saying that when we can be saying we can do an ice climber multiplayer stream. Which I mean
either or.
Honestly, I mean, I would really actually be down for that because
I kind of would because it would just be both of us swearing going, I hate this.
I want a first-hand experience of how bad the game is all the way through. I've only ever played little bits and pieces of it, and it sucks. But now we have that, we have this, and we have co-op. If I buy it, which
I mean, like more seriously, we could do like Super Mario Bros. 3 as well.
Oh yeah, you know, we could actually do stuff like that now, huh?
Okay, River City Ransom's 2-player. Get some beat 'em up in.
Well, we have plenty of beat 'em up games on the backlog anyway.
We do, and we should play them. Beat 'em ups
Oh, too bad.
Yeah, no, like I feel like in that end it suits us well, but I like what they're doing with it.
Do you like the NES Joy-Cons?
I liked them when I first saw them, and then they said, "Oh, by the way, you need to like be buying our online subscription to be permitted to buy this." And I'm like, Nintendo.
I didn't actually understand that at all, honestly.
It's basically like if you want to be able to buy like your account on their site because it has to be tagged to your Switch account, and it has to be subscribed to their service, or you won't be allowed to buy it.
Well, I mean,
and family subscriptions are only allowed to buy one per.
When you think about it, it makes sense because it only works with those NES games, and that's it.
I mean, yeah, but still.
Also, it's $60.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
The price of the full price game.
I mean, the price of a Joy-Con is more than the full
I know, but it's just like so stupid for something so limited.
If anything, honestly, they're better priced than I thought they'd be.
The thing is, they're definitely gonna release more of those because of that data mine. The Switch.
The data mine.
Switch OS 6 version data mine or whatever that showed little icons for like a bunch of other controllers. It was like SNES and stuff like that.
I assume. I wonder if there's a Mega Drive current.
I think so.
Oh, we fucking. I love the Mega Drive controller.
Worth looking into. There were a lot of them. I noticed, but
there'll probably be like the usual selection of like SNES, Mega Drive, TurboGrafx. I would laugh if they tried an N64 version. Imagine that sticking off the side of your Switch.
The thing that kind of sucks is, like, I wonder if they're gonna restrict it just to the games that are on its original console. Because I think that an SNES, like, other than missing like shoulder buttons or whatever, an SNES Joy-Con would actually be a lot better than the actual Joy-Con.
An SNES has shoulder buttons.
No, I mean like, they're like 4 shoulder buttons nowadays.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, I guess it's triggers, huh? Whatever. Well, actually, I guess it wouldn't have the motion stuff, but how many games?
It wouldn't have the motion stuff, man.
I think that's like everything regarding Nintendo's Online, which is just shit we already knew. That special offer thing has me so angry.
I mean, the thing, like, the other thing I want to mention was them doing like the whole, hey, here's our cloud saves, and it's
right.
like, oh, hi.
Wow,
none of your games actually use it though. You fucking trash fire.
Something that should have been in the base game as well.
It's not even that. It's like, haha, none of our games use it. It's like, oh, they're going like, if in case your Switch gets damaged, by the way, you won't be able to do this for Pokemon, Splatoon 2, any of our games really. And it's kind of like, you fucking cunt.
It's to prevent cheating, of course.
Like it was like a stunning amount of dishonesty that made me go like, you're fucking disgusting.
All right, after that was Pokemon. Once again, nothing really to talk about. I was really hoping.
Already said our pieces on that.
I was really hoping that the announcer was going to say Splishy Splash. I really hoped that the announcer was going to say the names, but he didn't, unfortunately. There was one curious thing that I picked up on that might have been revealed earlier, and I just never knew. but you change the hairstyle by petting their head in a certain way.
Yeah, I've heard that
It's
before.
basically like ruffling up their fur. I kind of like that.
It's got a lot of little cute touches and shit. It's just, you know, why'd you have to strip out all the gameplay mechanics?
Splishy splash.
Stop.
But it's okay, because the narrator made up for it by saying burning hells right after!
I love that. People have already been, like, putting that over other sections of the direct, like the Kirby bit.
Hopefully it can make it for hand in time. Not a problem, my man. We're probably going to be doing this for another while, so...
Yeah, no worries, please. Let's see it.
Yeah, is there really anything to talk about with Diablo 3? Like,
not really. I mean, like, Diablo 3 is a decent game. It's a fun time.
I'm not familiar with it or interested in it at all, so it's all up to you.
It's an RPG. It's good shit. Like, I played it with a friend. There's like 4-player co-op. It's like, it's basically just like, here's big hordes of enemies. You all have your own classes. Just fucking get in there and start murdering shit. It's fun. It's fine. That's what all Diablo's ever been. It's like, you murder shit, everything sprays, tons of loot everywhere, you collect it all up, you stick your better bits on, and then you just sell all the rest. It's that sort of like loot factory sort of action RPG thing. I really like it.
Did you say loot?
Yeah, I did say loot. But yeah, no, it's good shit. It's fun. I don't know how I'll get it on Switch, but you know.
I mean, it's on PC.
Yeah, it was on PC, like, it was on PS3, Xbox 360, and PC originally.
It wasn't on PS or PC like 10 years ago.
I mean, the game originally came out 10 years ago, yeah.
Yeah.
Not actually 10 years ago, but years ago.
Alright.
I think it was like a 2013 game? Or 2012, one of the two.
After that, Super Mario Party, nothing new.
Who cares? Move on.
I mean, I just want to say one thing. I really hope that they're like less button games than motion control games. Because if it's a majority of motion control games, I think I could grin and bear it. But otherwise, I don't think I can.
You actually want motion controls over buttons?
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest. I like that. That was like my favorite part of the Mario Party 8 onward. Like those mini games. I like those. Like WarioWare, Shake It, smooth moves, smooth moves, smooth moves. I'm mixing them up.
I mean, WarioWare's Smooth Moves, that was the multiplayer, the minigame collection.
Yeah.
It was your classic WarioWare. That was a really good game because I did it very gracefully and very simply. Of course, I'm an inch under the goddamn line. And there's two cohorts right here.
Great.
Oh no, this is a second maw
Yeah.
from the same hell pit.
Third maw.
Oh god.
Alright, we got it.
What was after Mario Party?
After Mario Party was Town.
Fucking waiting for it to talk about this one. I really like the look of this game.
I was gonna say, people are like, it's called Town. It's like a working title, obviously, but
they explicitly said.
yeah, I know, but like, I'm like, Nintendo called the game ARMS. Like, this is not weird anymore. Oh, the snake blocked that.
The snake also binds me like several feet over, and I was like, what the hell happened there?
Oh, do we have enough shit? Oh, merit, I can't get back up.
There's two sitting here, it's just can we get alive to get them? And, he's done it.
Ah, it worked! Unbelievable. The big plays. Yeah, I mean, all I know about it is that it's by Game Freak, so they're out of Pokemon Hell. Finally.
Yeah, which is really nice. I'm glad they're making like a new IP that isn't like Tembo the fucking elephant or whatever the hell that was.
Oh no, I wasted a sting. Oh, not wasted, I guess.
Or that Harmonite thing, which is.
Oh, man, Harmonite was cool. At least the demo
was
was.
very fussed on it.
Yeah, I like the idea. I don't know if it was actually good. But I love the tweet that's like they finally like Game Freak out of the Pokemon catacombs. Nintendo finally like Game Freak out.
I have the Aerospray, so I have to keep chasing these things and hope I can reach them in time.
And it all takes place in the same town, so monsters invade.
Yeah, I like that. Like,
Could be interesting.
I have like a soft spot for time building games like that, like RPGs where you build up your town or your area and shit, like the Atelier series and all that. I always like stuff like that. It's kind of satisfying. So I'm down. I'm in.
The one thing I don't like is they have Sonic the Hedgehog mouths, where they're like a little off to the side.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Other than that, like I think like the aesthetic and the art and all that's generally quite nice. I quite like it. The gameplay, like the turn thing, we only saw a bit of it, but it looked potentially quite interesting.
Do an analysis on it.
I didn't watch it enough to be able to do that, but potentially quite good. I think else will be interesting to see Game Freak do something other than Pokemon.
What if this is just Pokemon?
I mean, if it is, I mean, at least the aesthetic's different.
But now instead of making multiple towns that are only 2 buildings, they make one town that is 3 buildings. That's not fair for recent Pokemon games.
Yeah, it really isn't.
Oh.
But I welcome it. I'm happy they're doing stuff like that. It's nice to see.
It'll be curious to see developments. Speaking of developments, the next game was City Skylines, which I guess it's good on the go. But did you see it with your eyes?
I mean, here's the thing, right? David played the shit out of that on PC, and when he saw it, he's kind of like, "Yeah, that's standard." So I'm guessing it's not an optimized game at all anywhere.
There's not. How bad is David's PC? There's no way.
I mean, his PC is kind of old by an eye, but we're still able to run it like high.
Yeah. Maybe you should set it to low. That looked really bad.
I mean, like I trust his word on it being like, because like a lot of city builder games like that are just like you don't technically really have to optimize it much. Kind of hard, like how do you animate like hordes of little tiny people like sprinting all over the place in sensible ways and also try and keep the game from shitting itself? Like it's like as long as it runs, like it's whatever.
It's better than nothing.
They also revealed Civilization 6, and it's just kind of like, man, Switch is getting a lot of time building stuff in it.
Well, it works for the portability of it.
I suppose it
Sure.
does.
That's why, you know.
Did your Civilization 6 trailer also have, like, pumping dubstep, by the way?
No. Did your Mario U trailer have pumping dubstep?
No?
Okay, because ours didn't, but on their YouTube there was a something like that similar, where it was like you know the Sonic Fire and Ice music. That's what I think about every time now when they do that. Like for New Super Mario Bros. U, like what the fuck? Yeah, like it looks like shit, but the portability aspect of it kind of saves it, I'd say. Or City Skylines. After that is Gavin's favorite game in the whole world, Daemon X Machina.
It still looks fucking great. They didn't really say much new, but they showed like some new level stuff in it, like and some new weapons and stuff like that, and it still looks fucking great. It looks really smooth, looks like it plays really well. Still fucking hyped as hell for it.
I like how you can basically, like, your arms are essentially just weapons, and you can just pick any 2 weapons. So, like, if you want a cannon as your right arm and a fist as your left arm, or like...
There's also, like, sights of the UI from E3 also show, like, shoulder-mounted weapons on top of that. So you can just have, I guess, I presume cannons and guns and shit mounted on your shoulders while you're swinging a sword or whatever.
I would not be surprised if you use those with the shoulder buttons.
Probably. They might also just auto-fire. That's how these things go. It reminds me of a game called Rengoku 2 on PSP.
Is it a Dragon Ball game?
No. It was a game about, like, it was a beat 'em up, 3D beat 'em up, with like robots and a big tower that's vaguely an allegory for heaven. It was weird, but the main thing I liked was that on the very first floor, I got like a chainsaw weapon from killing another robot, and I was like, okay, where can I put this? And I saw options included arms, body, and head. So I ran around with a chainsaw mounted to my head, headbutting
Yeah.
people.
I mean, basically, it seems like a lot of the weapons in this game are going to be metal as shit.
Yeah,
No
basically.
pun intended.
Yeah, like, it looks fucking great. I'm really hyped for it. It's like made by like Armored Core staff and all that, so like they know what they're doing. Like it's really fucking like rad. It also looks really nice.
Yeah, I was watching it and I'm like, yeah, whatever. Like, it looks interesting, like enough that Gavin will definitely buy it and then he could stream it and I would watch it. And then they said there's online co-op, and I'm like, well,
Which they said that at
Did
E3,
they?
but no one was paying attention.
Yeah, I guess no one was
because
paying-
everyone was like, oh hey, Smash exists and also Mario, and then like literally everything else just stopped existing.
they probably crammed it. They probably like said it as quickly as possible so they could fit in the whole 30 minutes of Smash. Also, there's online co-op. But yeah, that now I'm like, I'm interested because hey, I could play it too. And online co-op is just the best.
Turn around.
Who, me? Oh.
Yes,
The best.
but you're already miles away.
The best thing you can do for a game is to make me interested in playing it is online co-op. So, you might see a duo stream from us of that game if Gavin wants me to be there.
No, Chris, you're not allowed to play the video game.
I mean, who knows? I really wish that the board game thing came up or next, so I could be like, who knows? You could be playing board games with your
That
friends.
came
And
a
then
lot earlier in the European stream, actually, thinking about it.
And next is Yoshi's Flippin' Island, which
I don't.
Yoshi platformer, okay, I guess.
I laughed my ass off when they're like, look, you can play levels backwards. I just heard it in my head is, look, we found it hard to reuse our content. And I was just kind of like, yeah, great, thanks.
Well, Mario Kart did it. I hear you complaining about it.
Actually, I kind of did, because they also made it like weirdly hard on top of it.
Muscle memory.
Fuck me. It's twice
Oops.
I've like thrown a goddamn grenade into like a flying thing and a bunch straight back out of my face.
There are two things about that trailer, though. Number one is Poochie and his stupid, ugly puppies are back. Poochie is stupid and ugly, and I hate Poochie. People are like, why do you hate Poochie so much? Like, why doesn't Poochie deserve a spot on the title screen right next to Yoshi? Because that's what it is in Yoshi's Flippin' Island. And I actually thought up something that I probably thought but never really actually thought about. Where just like for some reason they thought like just having Yoshi as a main character isn't enough. So they're like,
I mean, I would argue that it's not enough.
instead of like creating a new character or something, they like looked over all the assets and they're like, oh, that one dog from those 2 levels looks kind of significant. Let's just put him on a pedestal, even though he was nothing more than a glorified, silly platform. He was intentionally designed to be stupid. I'm just like, oh, okay. And really, I think it's just his Woolly World design is so much worse. Like, his lips are so big, his mouth is like pushing his head backwards at all times. I hate Poochie. Yeah, there's that, and Yoshi's riding other Yoshis. Kind of arcane, really. I don't know if that was in a game before, but
I don't think it has been. No, that is
I'm not familiar with that concept.
I'm not either. I'm just thinking about it, like, huh.
It's not right. It's like, have you seen a horse ride a horse? Outside of like a cartoon for comedy effect? Like,
like define the word right here. But
see, this is what I'm saying where every word is sex. You can't say anything anymore. Like,
I almost got punched into the water by a mall. It was like launching me off at an angle.
you can't say, oh, I'm hot without, oh, you're sexy? No, you aren't.
How did that get him but not me?
I don't know. I saw it at a
beside him.
distance. Classic splashdown. It only kills you. It never revives you.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god! What hyper do you have?
Stingray.
I mean, I guess you could, maybe.
If I ever got a chance to move and use it, but that's not happening ever.
Look, Bomb Rush is being useful. Oh yeah, you can also use Bomb Rush to kill snakes pretty quickly if you just aim at the one pillar in front of them. And Yoshi, it looks okay. I'll probably try it if I ever try Bully World. It's still there. Bought day one, I think. Just sitting there. After that was Asmodee, the board games, which...
That looks pretty interesting. It looks like a handy thing to have.
Yeah, on the Switch, it works. I know it's like a funny curse joke, but like when I read it, I actually just initially read it as ass mode before realizing. I'm like, what?
But one of the games that has is Munchkin, which is a game like we have in our regular rotation. So if our friend who owns it forgets to bring it, one of us has that on our Switch. We can just play that.
Is it online?
So that's nice. I don't know.
Should be.
Like I would assume it might have that because it's digital, and like a lot of these ones have that. Well, like Mysterium, that's like one of the board games we have has a PC release that's online.
Mysterium's great.
Who knows? And they said they're gonna add like future games. They have like Catalan Universes, which isn't. You have a Catalan game. I don't think it's Universe. I think it's just Settlers.
Catan?
But that kind of Catan, even yeah. I can't remember.
Is that what
Catalan from?
Wait, is it different?
It's something like that. I don't know.
Settlers of Catan?
Maybe I'm mixing the two up.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's a fucking okay. Point is, like, it has I think a fairly wide range of like games from like different publishers as far as I know. So that'll be interesting to see like what ones get picked up and digitized and all that.
Hey, Novel.
Oh, no.
I am here.
It's the better way.
Yeah, we're talking direct. We are probably 3/4 through it. Yep, ready to pay Nintendo for my own internet. My favorite. Oh, we didn't even talk about it. My favorite thing is like one of the things that they said is you can play games online. That's a feature of it, even though like it's so backwards because we have that right now. It's like,
and you're taking it away from us to make us pay for it.
And they make it sound like it's new or something.
Most of that ad video was just fucking terrible.
Yeah.
It was just like really condescending and deceptive shit. Most of it, it's like fuck off, you cunts.
Surprised Gavin didn't put his egg in first.
I did.
No, you shot me first.
No, I put the egg in first.
Not on my screen. Very weird.
On my screen, I did.
But that's what a fucking throw! You know. Not like that's any good, but whatever.
I got yelled at for being against it. Yeah, welcome to fanboys. It's just the way it be.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. I don't know what circle you're in because unanimously everyone I know hates this thing.
I mean, I hate it on principle, but it's also the thing of like, I mean, like you can't really stop it, and I'm just like looking at like, you know, it's like 20 quid, like roughly. It's like 17.49 or whatever the fuck, which for a year, which is like, that's peanuts money. Like whenever I have to like redo like my fucking PS Plus, it's like that's 50 quid. I stop and go like, that's sizable. Should I actually do that, or should I just get like a month and only do month things whenever I trying so hard to get this guy. Do month things when I'm like
Well, what if you didn't have a job?
I mean, if I didn't have a job, like I would like this wouldn't be a question at all. I'd be like, well, whatever, what the fuck ever. I just can't get it.
Well, I mean, I don't know. You're saying 20 isn't a lot. I'm just like, maybe. Yeah, I know. Maybe for some people.
And also, on the grand scheme of things, compared to the competitors, where like PS Plus is 40 and Xbox Live, like Xbox Live Gold is often like 50 to 60. 17.49 is still pretty fucking good. Like I can't fault their pricing. Like
I can.
I mean, I can fault it in the sense that they shouldn't have online lock behind it, but otherwise, like, yeah, that's like fine. Like, you're not like trying to ask for the price of a full retail game or more.
Oh lord, what will I do without the smartphone app?
Smartphone app bit was just fucking common. Nintendo trying to pass off like being able to call people on a phone is their revolutionary feature.
Yep. Carl's Discord loves it? That's insane. Weirdos.
Yeah, are they Nintendo fans? Well, that's probably why.
Well, I'm a Nintendo fan, and
Yeah, but you also have like a brain. Most Nintendo fans don't.
wow, Gavin, I'm so touched that you would actually say that. I didn't think he actually meant it.
I do.
Yeah, after Ass Mode at Civ 6, which we are kind of talking, like nothing to talk about, just
It was just a B-roll trailer thing. It's like, who cares?
good.
With pumping dubstep, but it was weird.
Yeah, not for us. Good to be on mobile, whatever. It's a game that's been out for a while, I think, right?
Carl even said it was that good, apparently.
Wait, it wasn't that good?
He said it was good.
Oh, okay.
Like, from my perspective on, like, you know, this is like a begrudging whatever, it could be worse. They could be asking for PS Plus levels of money. Or Xbox Live levels of money. And then also, like, have advertisements all over the Switch dashboard on top of that. Fucking Microsoft.
I saw a tweet saying, like, I'm excited to play this game on, like... Or I'm so excited for 2019 to play games on my PlayStation 4, Switch, and 3DS. Oh, like, yes. Just completely exclude the Xbox.
I mean, like, there's nothing there, you know? It's like, what? They've got nothing. Like, no harm to them. Like, at this point, it's kind of sad.
Alright, I might die because of this, but... Oh, never
What was
mind.
after Civ 6?
After Civ 6 was Starlink, which... I mean, are you interested?
Immediate pass. Like, whatever. Move on.
Well, I mean, there was one interesting thing about it. I think we talked about it before, maybe? How, like, they're, like, actually going in on the Star Fox stuff. It's not just, like, something they just threw in. It's like, yeah, they're actually kind of making a whole Star Fox kind of section for this game. Which I think is cool. Also, the voices are interesting. Even though the wolf part was, like, really weird.
Wolf's voice actor, I don't think he is, because that would be a lot of money. But he is eerily assigned the like of Jeremy Irons, and that's fucking with me.
I love Wolf's voice. It's so good.
It's really good. Like, you know, Jeremy Irons was like Scar in Lion King. That's
Yeah.
like that was like where my head went immediately when I heard that. I was like, what the fuck?
It's ear candy, basically.
Like, his voice is really good.
I've had better food on Corneria. Such a weird thing to focus on for him, though.
It is, but it's also like, I kind of wish if they do voice acting in Star Fox 4 to just keep that guy.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Wolf?
Well, I mean, I think Star Fox
it-
Zero had that dude, too. Or something.
Did it? I don't know.
Wolf's voice was good in that one, too. And his theme was even better. Yeah, after Starlink, it was Twooey.
The World Ends With You. And that was, you know, and also like they bundle that in with Xenoblade 2's
Yeah.
expansion.
Basically just reminding you these exist.
Yeah, they're coming out next month or whatever.
But I heard that The World Ends With You was Joy-Con only. I don't know if that's true.
I don't think that's true.
I really hope not. I really hope not. And then
It wouldn't make sense. Like,
I don't know. It depends
still,
how
like
they.
graphically, it looks really good. Like they've up-res all the sprites and made them all fancy in HD. Like they did like a brilliant job. It looks fucking great. I'm looking forward to that.
And the only interesting thing with Xenoblade 2 was like if you ordered the DLC pass or whatever.
Season pass.
Yeah. Fuck! I was so close. Then
You
you
got it a week.
you get it a week early, which I'm like, oh, cool. That's actually like a bonus. Joy-Con only equals sad time only. Yep.
Joy-Con only. Avoid holy. Of course I would run everything right now.
After that was I have it as Jank.
Jank.
I didn't write all the like it's like some EA games like that basketball game. Did you get that
Oh
like
yeah, it
quick
was like
thing?
there was this sizzle real shit.
Like games we like. I don't think you had anything to say about them either. So I literally
All I
just
had
wrote
to say
Jank.
was I love that they put all the trash fire like microtransaction laden horrible sports games into the same thing.
Basically, yeah.
Like I feel like that's almost deliberate. It's fucking funny, you know? Fuck it. I fight for your sins.
Whatever, Ike.
I love fucking you.
That was smooth.
World Ends of You is a fantastic game, and I'm glad. Like, they have like new story shit added into this one, which is interesting. I kind of wonder if like they're gonna continue what appears to be like a sequel hook reveal at the end of the iPad version. Like maybe they are like Kingdom Hearts, like all the big Square Enix things that eat up all their staff are like ending.
And
Kingdom Hearts 3 goes gold soon. Like it's fucking like they have staff again. Maybe we will get like the World Ends with You 2 at some point.
you could say it was a sleeper hit.
Basically, well, yeah.
I think that's a pun. Based on what I very little know. When you like fall asleep, like they put you to sleep at the end of every day.
I mean,
Or
it's
something.
more like your soul just kind of shuts off
Yeah.
until they turn it back on.
Sleeper hit. There we go. You can use that one, by the way.
Thanks, I won't.
There's one more thing. Like I think the narrator said there was like the like ruler of hell or something, and then on the screen was like a girl wearing all pink. Is that the ruler of hell?
No, she's a new character.
Is she the
No
ruler of
idea
hell?
who she is. I don't know. No idea who she is.
That'd be a very curious design choice that I like. That would clean in the water, and then the person just went in the other direction after that. That's great. Okay, let's see. After Jank was all the Final Fantasy dump.
Square Enix going all in on Switch.
Yeah, so we talked about Crystal Chronicles already.
Yeah. I think it makes me laugh that this is where Crystal Chronicles would have been revealed.
Yeah.
Except, they delayed it so Sony got the reveal.
I mean, honestly, it's kind of better this way. I feel like because then the Crystal Chronicles announcement probably would have been more diluted
Yeah.
with everything. Like it having its own like solo reveal kind of got people like more hyped for it than I
Yeah,
feel
it
like
was a better one.
yeah.
So like Final Fantasy, like the ports of Final Fantasy 7 and 9 are being brought to Switch. The HD remasters of 10, 10.2, and 12 are
Don't.
being brought to Switch.
Don't. You could take 10-2 back. Just don't put that one on the Switch. In fact, just remove it from history.
Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon has got revived as a HD thing. That surprised me.
I was gonna say, is that new? Because I've literally never heard of it before in my life.
No, it's a series that's been around, like a sub-series of Final Fantasy has been around for a bit. I think this is like a remaster of like the Wii one. Pretty sure it is, by the way they're talking about it at least. It doesn't seem like a new game.
So the way it looked
looks
like it played exactly like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon with the movement style.
It's because Mystery Dungeon is an entire specific genre of game.
Okay, I was gonna say, is that just a weird coincidence, or is that like
No,
a
like Mystery Dungeon is a very specific type of like genuine roguelike dungeon crawler that Japan is fond of. I don't know like because there is a series called like Mystery Dungeon that originated it all, but like everyone's allowed to call this shit Mystery Dungeon. I don't know if it's some weird creator's decision or whatever that allows that or something. I have no idea. It's curious. But suffice to say, like I saw like a lot of people going, man, they're just ripping off Pokemon. I was like, wow, you're a functionally illiterate 10-year-old.
They are. Did Pokemon come
please,
first,
Jesus,
incidentally?
No, Chocobo Mystery Dungeon was on PS1, no?
Hilarious. Also,
this thing like outdates like the Pokemon one by like many years.
it's called Everybody. Buddy. You
Yep.
better not jump in my cannon, you stupid fuck! I would sooner die than let you get in my cannon, you asshole.
But yeah, no, that was a curious one to see be revived out of nowhere. Square Enix seemed to just be going like, hey, we got a lot of our shit.
Might be kind of
World of Final Fantasy is getting a re-release of new content called Maxima. What?
But before we move on to that, I'm kind of interested in the Chocobo game, so I might look more into that. But just every everyone's reaction to World of Final Fantasy was so fucking funny. It's like, look at these characters! Like, this is as shivvy can get. I'm just thinking about them jumping around and waving their heads again, and I'm like, oh my god.
I have it on the backlog. I have to play it at some point.
Oh, speaking of, the fucking pocket edition of Final Fantasy 15 is
Yeah,
on the
that
Switch. Have you
looks
seen
like
that? Oh my god, it's so gross.
It looks bad.
It wasn't.
I mean, they kept to their words. Square Enix like we were going to get Final Fantasy 15 onto the Switch somehow. So
I mean, wasn't there like another kind of low quality version of Final Fantasy 15 that looked better that they could have put on instead? Maybe.
No.
I feel like I heard about that somewhere, but I don't remember what it is.
There were spin-off games like King's Knight and like fucking A King's Tale, Final Fantasy 15, but those were also kind of janky and ugly looking mobile games. They were then ported to console. But yeah, like Pocket Edition is just kind of like just play Final Fantasy 15.
No, I'll play that one. How mad would that make you?
Not so much mad, it's just like, why are you doing this to yourself?
If I buy like Final Fantasy 15 with my PS4, don't play it forever, but you know, say I will,
play,
and
like,
then I buy Pocket Edition instead.
And like my reaction to it would more just be like, why do you do this to yourself?
Like, well, I'm not gonna watch that shit. Oh my god. Yeah, after that was something I wasn't gonna write down until I remembered something. The Smash Switch, which people will buy even though it's just a sticker, but the Joy-Cons. Can we talk about those Joy-Cons?
My bigger issue was the fact that it's a download code, not even a game in the box.
Oh, don't worry, Gavin, we know. I mean, aren't they all download codes though? Like the Pikachu Pokemon one is too.
I mean, some of them are, like, depends on who's, like, selling the thing. Sony doesn't usually sell download codes to sell actual games.
It's kind of funny because it's like, the box isn't that big, you just put it in a slightly bigger box.
They are, you just slot it in, but they're just like, no, download code.
Download code. Idiot. I mean, like I said, Smash is probably better for that anyway. Because then you always have it.
Yeah.
Like, I would pay the $10 convenience fee for that. Now that Amazon's a piece of shit, that's not even a thing anymore. Actually, I think it might be with Best Buy. I don't know. I have to look into it. Yeah, the Joy-Cons, like, you know, there are so many more interesting things they could have done. It's just gray, and then it has 2 lines in it. Like, the Smash.
They were going for a minimalist thing, but they didn't make it stick.
But it's like, it's not interesting. You don't want minimalists on these controllers. That's the whole point.
No, it depends. It's like a minimalist thing can look like really nice, depending on what how the design is handled and done. But this is not done right.
I mean, I would rather have this than all of the Pro controllers we've had up until now. But
Xenoblade 2 one looks nice.
I don't like it. It looks like it's wearing pink thigh highs. I think is it pink? I don't know. All of them look like that because they all color the grips. I hate that.
I don't mind that.
It's just like, come on, guys. It's like, oh, did someone put crayon on the gray Joy-Cons? After that, oh, we're at the end basically. So there was that Isabelle trailer after that, which were you baited?
No, I kind of assumed. Like, the moment she began talking about Smash, I was like, okay, that's it.
Oh yeah, once you started talking about Smash, obviously, it was, and then, you know, the text boxes were off. But like, the moment you see it's Animal Crossing, it's Isabelle. You know, like it looked up, like, upgraded models and shit, and I'm like,
yeah, it's HD stuff. Yeah.
I'm like, Oh my god, they did it! They're doing it! They're finally announcing Animal Crossing! Which is not only good for me, because I like it, but then, you know, also all the people sick of people talking about Animal Crossing. And, you know, being edged by it.
Shut them up at last.
But yeah, it's like... And then it's like, oh, Isabel's in Smash. I mean, you know, okay.
I wish it stopped there. I wish it was like after all like the screaming and outrage and pissing and crying like children over like Animal Crossing not being at E3. I wish they just put Isabel in Smash and said that's it, fuck off.
I'm gonna be real.
The reactions to that would have made me laugh.
I actually thought
I would have laughed so hard.
I thought they were gonna do that because like it had Tom Nook in the dark room like looking forlorn at the screen as if like he was like they knew what they were doing there. And then I thought it was just gonna fade to black there and then say thanks for watching. That's what I thought. But no. I think Tom Nook was looking at the screen kind of like almost in a way like I'm not in. I'm with those people.
Amiibo Festival too.
I like Isabel, but Tom Nook deserves it more. You know, of course, the people,
I would agree.
There are people who are like, oh well, he's old. You know, he has a job.
To be honest, when I saw like the Tom Nook bit, I was like, are they going to announce him as an Echo Fighter?
That's what I wish they did. But I mean, if they didn't announce it now, they aren't going to announce it ever. So. Of course, but you know, and they say Tom Nook, I have to make sure I get everything ready. So of course that confirms he's not going to be in. I just think they should have done that because Isabel.
I like the implication of his words there imply he's going to wreck whatever house you have now just to make a new one.
Yeah, the fact that like Isabel isn't an Echo Fighter, like Tom Nook could have been her Echo Fighter too.
That's what I meant. Yeah, I was expecting to be her Echo Fighter.
Because it's like, oh, she looks kind of like an Echo Fighter. Like she drops the pot, which is just like the flower pot, and then like, oh, suddenly the Lloyd is going upwards. Oh, also there's a stop sign now. It's like, oh, okay, this is not an Echo Fighter. So I'm not really interested in playing as Isabel, honestly. Nah. It's like, you know,
should have been a Amiibo Festival too.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I'm happy for the people who love it, you know, like with Ridley and stuff. Like I really don't think I'm gonna play Ridley, but it's huge. I don't really think I'm gonna play K. Rool either, but that's huge. Isabel's not as huge, but you know, people love Isabel, so. Just like having this cute dog character fighting Ridley and shit. I never get tired of that kind of fan art.
Judging by the sort of filthy cunts on my timeline, that's not what they're interested in.
Kevin, what's on your time? You know what? Never mind.
Like I was like, hey, one of the guys I follow who like usually posts like good opinions on video games. He's like, I'm a furry. Like a few weeks back, I'm like, okay. And then this week it's been like, you son of a bitch, you son of a bitch. Like
it's just Isabel of all care. It's weird, but we got back over 400. All it took was a Nintendo Direct. Yeah, the thing about the Animal Crossing is like, you know how people. I was in the stream with someone and they were like, oh my god, finally, you know, people are going to stop begging for Animal Crossing every single Direct. But then I said, you know, oh, I really hope that they show Animal Crossing Switch gameplay this Direct.
It's going to be like
and he's like, no, Chris.
Did that Griller shit out 5X?
I don't know.
It did.
I guess so. And I guess, wasn't that a thing they said? I just completely forgot about it.
Was it? I didn't
Wait, is this new to the 4.0 update? Were there patch notes?
I don't know. I didn't hear anything about this.
I did not hear anything about patch notes.
If so, God bless. No, there's patch notes. They said that when they turned the game on. Like, go to the website to see the patch notes.
Well, I thought that they weren't patch notes. They were just talking about the weapons and things coming to the game and shit.
No,
this is definitely a change. Okay, this is definitely in the, we gotta read those then.
Yeah, we do.
I wonder what else is new in Salmon Run that we missed.
Suddenly Grillers is doable.
Not only that, but it's probably a treasure trove because they seem to have the same health too.
Yeah.
So, you know, we could do this with 3 eggs before. Now we can do it with 5 and just get even more.
We could do it with 3 eggs sometimes. Like, you know, really stress sometimes.
It's okay, Gavin. I got you. I'm the floor sweeping squad.
Work is valued. Because, Jesus, we got 40.
I know, that's what I'm saying! They could have made it 4. They probably just didn't program 4, though. So they're like, let's just make it 5. That's insane. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of excited for shit. It's like Metroid Prime 4, where they just announce it's a thing so that people...
Yeah, like, I noticed that the logo is exactly the
Same
same
as
as the
New
GameCube one.
GameCube?
Because it's just Welcome to Animal Crossing.
Didn't they do that with New Leaf, and then they just tagged the New Leaf on it?
I don't know, did they?
I think it has the same color scheme and shit as New Leaf, but yeah. It's definitely a placeholder. It's, you know, working title and everything.
I know, I'll probably play it because, you know, like, I always like playing a new Animal Crossing until I get bored of it and let the time rot.
As of late, I'm seeing a lot of people say that Nintendo should put in a roommate-esque feature, and I'm like, oh, I'm not the only one. Now,
Thing is, it would be like at least like, if not like a shared safe, I don't know, like a shared town would be interesting.
yeah, oh yeah, no,
Like,
it's definitely not going to be a shared person, but you know, shared town is I can deal
shared
with
town would be like interesting.
because it's definitely doable.
You just have to store a local copy when you're not online, and then just like update any changes and with like, you know, the shit online, like the online version held on a server or whatever.
That's bullshit. I mean, I think more people think that it's a plausibility, and if Nintendo is focusing more online on this one, which would help their online service be worth it, then that would definitely be plausible, I think. It's like, well, what else are they gonna fucking do with Animal Crossing? That's what I'm interested in. What's the new shtick here? Oh my god, well, at least you guys are safe. Not anymore, but...
I'm fine.
Yeah, that's it for direct news. We made it to the end.
Yay.
Yay. But there's still some Splatoon news.
Is there?
There's a Splatfest coming up. Which means I get to ask, I don't know, I get to ask Gavin for his opinion again. His favorite part of Salmon runs. So, US and EU get this one. Do you prefer a retro style or a modern style? And it has Squid Kids.
Retro or modern style?
I was gonna say it has Squid Kids wearing like retro modern clothes, like a hippie squid and a squid that I don't know how you would describe the modern style, but
I would need more information about what it is.
Are you a hippie? Do you prefer to wear 80s?
Well, I mean, when I hear retro, I don't think hippie. I think like 80s nerd.
I think new age retro hippie, like all those words combined.
I mean, like, I would have to like see it.
All right, after this, Google it, because I'm not letting you get away this time, bitch. And then I don't even know.
Like, I never got away. You just didn't like the answers I gave you. And you can laugh and go like, "Oh, that's not true." It's completely true. You're just being a twat about it.
I sure am. Oh, you're not dead. Yeah, and then there's a Japanese one. I don't know what it is. I tried looking for translations. I tried Google Translate. That didn't tell me anything.
I didn't even know. So
I think it's food related. It shows like what looks like a Squid Kid's phone in a bowl.
Hello, Top Scraper. Sorry, I didn't see chat. I'm not sure when you got in, but welcome.
We're talking about shit. Oh my god, we're not making this. Yeah, it's some Japanese food thing again, I think. So, Japan gets another food one. Wow, that sucks.
Fair enough.
I think that's about it. Do we go below 400 now? Oh, we're at 3.
No,
Never mind.
we got
Okay.
over.
Untitled Goose Game? What do you mean?
I don't know what he's talking about.
Abel says modern. I'm probably modern as well, but I don't know.
I mean, more like either way, I'm probably just gonna pick modern because Marina. So.
Well, now it's not going to be least popular anymore, so I don't know. Well, we don't know that yet.
I mean, you don't know that yet. Yeah. For all we know, it will still be.
They actually didn't change anything. Please, God, don't make that the case.
I know this is a reset rank button in Salmon Run now.
I guess that's if you want to level up with your friends or something. Also, I think it finds a median between you and your friend.
Probably.
Run speed up on the flipper floppers. Now that's comedy. You know what? Let's go. Let's go with this. Why not? I just got one with like all lifetime up. Whatever that means. I like the run speed up on the flipper floppers, so I might keep that. Oh shit, but that's bomb defense up. Whatever.
Speeding through Sheldon's bullshit.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna try to avoid that for now.
Let's see. I'll buy the Kansas Splatter Shot, because why not? Splat Roller, definitely, because it looks rad.
If their definition of modern is like Animal Crossing modern, then I'm not interested. But if it's something else, then I don't know. Retro probably seems more colorful, right? I'm kind of about that. I'll have to actually think about this one because I'm not really sure what they mean. So we'll have to wait for Pearl and Marina to explain it.
Talk about it. Yeah.
It's like, are we talking clothes? Are we talking furniture? Like, are we talking everything? Are we talking society as a whole? What if it's society as a whole? Would you rather live in the 80s or now?
I'd rather live now. 80s in Belfast was a fucking war zone full of murder and death. I mean, you laugh, but
no.
You genuinely
sorry, not bad. There's a squid kid in my octolink in my lobby with the snorkel mask, the life vest, and the flippers. Oh god. I don't know if that if that's just style based or technology based. I don't fucking know. Do you like to do hard drugs or not, Gavin? That's what it comes down to. All right, wow, that was nearly 2 hours.
Yeah,
we have doubled our initiative. I think we're all tuckered out. I can't be though because.
Because you're actually gonna stream another video game.
Wow, believe it or not, and I don't know if my plan is to just finish it, but
I guess depends how long it is.
Yeah. Look at this. Chris is actually looking at these and freshing them. What a surprise. Lots of good ones recently. Now that people aren't talking about a weird topic. 4 days till the online service. Dun 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 dun. All right. That's it for Salmon Run. Thank you for watching Salmon Run. And I will be back with Hand Time.
I will not be back.
Good.